Jiggy, 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 jiggy.
Whoa.
Jiggy, 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 jiggy.
He rocked so hard his camera died.
I don't think that's what happened.
I want a Munch Squad. I want to Munch
Squad. Who's it gonna be? I hope it.
Welcome to Munch Squad. It's a podcast within a podcast, profiling the latest and greatest in brand eating. I'm Daniel Day-Lewis.
Whoa!
Holy shit! Really?
That's not what I was expecting.
Not at all.
And Justin, I'm doing research for a new movie, a film. I'm returning to acting.
Huge.
Yes.
The residues ran out.
And I have been asked by Justin knows my predilections for junk food.
Right.
Oh, really?
I'm not one to be judgmental.
Yeah.
I have supped with people all over the world. I don't find food to be junk myself.
Sure.
I know how much you love milkshakes.
That's true. Will you tell me when's a good time to hop in to ask you about your hat? Because if you're on a tear right now, I don't want to interrupt you.
This is a Daniel Day-Lewis hat.
I thought you were researching like the role of a riverboat captain. I assumed it was connected.
Well, it was either this or a Sherlock Holmes hat.
So if I go to Lids at my local mall and I say, "Can you hook me up with a Daniel Day-Lewis hat?"
I'm sorry. I've not been to
a mall.
Can you tell me about Lids?
It's
for research.
What's a store that you know? Sephora?
No.
Do you know
try another?
Art of Shaving?
Walden Books.
Yes.
Okay.
Is that like Walden Books?
It's like a hat Walden Books.
Ah.
It's like a hat bookstore.
You know Spencer's Gifts?
Like B. Dalton bookseller.
Yes.
But hats, yes. Anyway.
This is what you cannot learn. You cannot learn this.
Yeah.
You can't read it on a book.
Sure. Your voice has changed dramatically.
He's a transformative actor, Griffin. Sorry, Mr. Day-Lewis. Sorry. Griffin's not a faniel like I am. So.
Yeah, I think you suck shit, dude.
Whoa. Okay.
That's fine. Acting is a craft, and not all crafts are for everyone.
I like other actors. I don't know, man.
Who's your favorite? Griffin, tell me your favorite actor.
My favorite actor?
Yeah.
Fucking Bruno.
Bruno Mars?
No, Travis.
No, Bruce. He's talking about my friend Bruce Willis. I'm sorry. I'm trying to start reading this professional release, press release that Justin has bookmarked for me, but I'm obsessed. I'm drinking this. He left something for me called. Have you heard of Yoo-Hoo?
Oh man,
Justin's drinking a Yoo-Hoo.
It's a chocolate drinking custard.
Okay,
really amazing.
It's so wild because I think of my older brother as like an adult in a way of like he's more adult than I am.
Do you interrupt him this much, or is that an honor you reserve for me?
I'm trying to give 250% because Justin was phoning it in and Griffin was benched. So
I had to be. Oh, I ate too many corn chips, Mr. Day-Lewis.
Hold on, I have to write that down. That is heartbreaking.
And jelly beans.
Sorry, one more time.
Did Justin decant the Yoo-Hoo into another bottle for you?
Jelly beans. Now, speak on that for a moment.
Sure. Yeah, these are. It's a confection, but they are bean shaped.
Delicious.
Yeah,
sort of like Turkish delight.
Yeah. You know Isaac, the boy chocolatier who sells candy.
Ah, yes.
So he makes these jelly beans out of this world. Out of this world. Some of them are booger flavored.
Would you like to hear about the news that's coming out today? I'm learning this alongside you. Now, this is Smash Burger.
Yeah.
Charming, isn't that? Smash burger.
You're really making a meal out of this, aren't you, Mr. Daly?
I would love to. I have not supped today, and a smashed burger sounds edible. They've released a macaroni shaped body pillow in honor of a new smack. How would you boys S''MAC?
Sumac.
Sumac.
No.
I think it's sumac.
No.
Yeah.
You sound pretty confident, Mr. Day Lewis.
Smack and cheeseburger.
Well, there's an apostrophe there, though, so sumac.
Smack and cheese.
Mac and cheese burger.
I'll take it.
On the heels of Singles Awareness Day, smashed burger.
Wait, what?
On the heels. Now, this is interesting. Singles Awareness Day. Did you boys observe?
No, we're married. We're pretty happily married, man.
You can still be aware.
Not to each other, though, to be fair, Mr. Davis.
I guess you could be aware of it.
Like,
sure.
Just aware that there are people who aren't in relationships?
Is supplying comfort nationwide with its fresh new take on America's 2 favorite foods. Now, I know what you were thinking.
That's not possible. You are so out of touch. What you just said is a lie. A big lie.
America's 2 favorite foods. Hummus and bottled water.
Yeah.
No. They say it is burgers and mac and cheese. Starting today, the new...
Can you say that again for me, please?
Mac and cheese.
Okay.
Mac and cheese.
Yeah.
Starting today, the new Smack and Cheeseburger is available for a limited time. Aren't we all?
I don't like this,
dude. Locations nationwide.
Usually Justin's Munch Squad guests don't make me question my own mortality.
Usually.
That's actually contractually, that's not allowed on this show.
It's good. You have a little bit of the bitter taste, and that makes everything so much sweeter.
No, fuck you.
Mr. Day Lewis, you won't be invited.
In honor of the launch, Smash Burger is giving away.
Why did you say burgers? You've said it not
more.
Like
you're becoming Agent
times.
Smith more and more.
Smash Burger, limited edition. Macaroni shaped body pillows. An unconventional shape. I think we can all.
For a pillow,
we can all agree.
I have several macaroni shaped pillows that have been made that way by the terrible weight of my skull.
No, wait. I have to. That is tragic. I have to.
God.
Mr. Day Lewis, are you perhaps researching the role of Hugo Weaving in something?
I'm trying to tell you about the Singles Awareness Day Smack and Cheeseburger.
Oh no, it's too much for me. Can't handle it.
Guests can visit Smashburger's Instagram page and enter for a chance to win this exclusive body pillow inspired by the dish.
They're
only giving out one?
They have an asterisk after dish. I don't know what that is meant to imply. There's this is a quotation. Sorry.
Oh, he's getting into character.
Hi.
I forgot. I watched a documentary about this dude once. He does a lot of weird stuff like
this. He's method. He learned it from Jared Leto.
I'm Carl Bachman. I'm Carl Bachman. As a leader in the fast casual space, Smashburger is proud
You're
to be
enjoying
at the
this, aren't you,
forefront
Mr. Day Lewis? You're
of
liking this bit.
Constantly pushing the boundaries of flavor with quality ingredients to create delectable new menu items. That's Carl Bachman.
Now,
he's the president of Smashburger, duly elected, I'm sure.
Mr. Day Lewis, if I'm understanding correctly, what Smashburger has done here is they've put some macaroni and cheese on a burger and then claimed that they're pushing the boundaries of flavor.
Now, is this not a conventional treatment of the burger product for most people? Is this
no? It sounds like something my 3-year-old would do.
It does sound like a big messy.
Oh, you have children! What a blessing!
Oh my God, Daniel Day Lewis, do you have to run everything?
I either have or haven't been fortunate to have children of my own.
Okay. Is that when you're deep in a role, you forget you have kids? Is that what's up?
Let's go with that. Yes.
Would you say you've maybe even abandoned your boy?
Oh, you want me to do? People always come up to the street. They say, Dan, can you do a quote?
One of your great quotes from your
Can you
film?
rip us off a quote from one of your many? A lot of times it's Phantom Thread.
Yes. Shout, hey, Daniel Day-Lewis, can you do that classic line from Phantom Thread where you were like, "This soup tastes
and
yucky."
Don't look it up. Don't look it up. I see the flash of a monitor, Daniel.
It's not. The line isn't "This soup tastes yucky," but it's something like that. I'm sure you remember.
I'm not enjoying this soup.
That's
and then
pretty
the guy
good.
pulls a gun on you.
That doesn't happen in Phantom Thread.
Sounds right. There's more of the quotation for the scene. If I can finish this soliloquy.
Please.
For this dish, we're using proprietary smashing techniques. That is
my God.
Hugely exciting for them. I wonder if they would let me in on their secrets.
Maybe you should go undercover.
How many secrets do you have, Daniel Day-Lewis?
We smash the mac and cheese on the grill to create a crispy and flavorful baked cheese layer before adding it to the burger.
Okay.
It's something we've never seen done before. Now, for you and I and other people of clarity and vision, if we've never seen something done before, we perhaps assume there is cause for that. But not Carl Bachman, the duly elected president of Smashburger. He says it's something never done, and we know our guests will love it as much as we do.
I'm sorry, Mr. Day-Lewis. He doesn't say it's never been done. He simply claims he's never seen it.
Perhaps he doesn't get out much.
This is what I'm saying. If he goes to other restaurants and keeps his eyes closed, then he is fully correct. But I'm saying the idea of making crispy mac and cheese has definitely, I'm almost certain, been done before.
I can think of a lot of ways.
Yoo-hoo! Perhaps that's why it's titled that way. It causes the drinking custard causes.
Let's just
for
get
years.
Through this.
Justin has been drinking from that water bottle, and I've always assumed it was water. And you've just shown me that it's potentially always been you.
You know, part of being an actor,
is
buying into imagination, to buying into scenes.
Yeah.
So, for example, if a Daniel Day-Lewis type says he's drinking Yoo-hoo, but he doesn't have a bottle of Yoo-hoo in front of him. And perhaps
it's a lie.
Perhaps it's an audio medium.
So you've been lying to us.
What is acting?
You're boring me now, Daniel Day-Lewis.
What the fuck?
What is acting but a lie?
Hey, Daniel, you gotta say funny shit on this show sometimes, man. You gotta get in.
Smack and cheeseburger is set to satisfy that craving for tasty comfort. You can modify any existing burger, build to add the smack and cheese layer.
It's
such
not
as
real.
The newly returned scorching chicken sandwich, backed by popular demand.
None of it's real.
We got to give Travis space for his existential crisis about his career choices and
acting is lying with panache.
It's just
Think about that.
It sounded.
Do you know who told me
cooler.
that? Do you know me? You know who told me that? Daniel DeVito.
I thought Entourage was the documentary.
Another beloved Dan. Yo.
Travis, listen. You can have this breakdown after we record. We only got Daniel Day-Lewis for a little bit here. He's a busy man. Can you tap back in, please?
I'll try. Okay. I'm back. I'm in. Okay.
What is love? From your perspective, as
is this part?
I thought this was part of the press release.
No, I'm just asking. Before I go, I just had that question for you.
Wow.
Mr. J. Lewis, are you okay? You seem to have a deep sadness within you behind the eyes. I can see it behind the eyes.
But that could just be part of the facade, right?
It could be part of the facade. No, I feel a great deal of joy to be sharing this news of the smack and cheese burger with you. Now, boys, you may want to stop recording this audio program because you only have until March 6th to enjoy as many of these delightful smack and cheeseburgers as you can consume, which I imagine will be quite a few once you've tasted this proprietary smashing technique.
How many are you going to eat?
Me?
Yeah.
I only eat fava beans.
Okay, hey, Daniel. Hey, Daniel.
Yeah. Yes.
Real quick, within the next, 3 seconds or so, what year were you born?
Me?
Yes,
Yeah.
say it now. Don't type. Say it now, Daniel.
1961.
Daniel. No, Daniel.
61?
No, Daniel.
That is the year this but 1970.
No, Daniel.
Daniel?
Daniel.
How does a 68 smell?
No, Daniel.
Daniel,
People are getting warmer
are
or
you
colder?
American born?
Ah, the great question.
Don't look it up, Daniel. Were you born in America?
My hands are here.
Okay.
I was born in British, but now I'm here.
And your father's name was Daniel.
Father.
Daniel.
Is what we called him father. He insisted. Or Captain. We called him Captain. This was his
Captain Day-Lewis.
Captain Day-Lewis, we called him, or sir, or Inspector General, when that was his job title. 64. How does that smell? 64 smelled.
Getting further, Daniel. Getting further from the day.
78? That can't be
It's
right.
got to be further back, Daniel.
It's got to be earlier, Daniel.
Daniel, you're not 45.
Is he older than my dad? That's my barometer for old people.
Is Daniel Day-Lewis older than his own father?
No, Justin's dad was born in 1955.
I've always thought that guy was a little strange, but if he's older than his own father...
1963.
No.
What year is it now? Okay. I have this.
Okay.
1968.
We have loved having you on the show, Daniel Day-Lewis.
Ralph? Was it Ralph Day-Lewis?
That was it. Ralph Day-Lewis. Ralph
What year
Day-Lewis.
was I born?
2 years before your dad. Next bit. I think the character of stranger who wanders into Justin's home pretending to be Daniel Day-Lewis is a way more interesting character to me than
there's
Daniel
a lot more
Day-Lewis.
to
This is
dive
the problem
into.
is you're workshopping it as you do it.
Yeah.
This is live theater.
You
You
got-
never
it's not
know what
live.
you're going to find.
Yeah, sure. I love it. I thought he was great.
I feel like let's troubleshoot though.
Okay, yeah, we
Okay.
never do that. We
Let's-
never do
we
a
never do
post-mortem.
this.
Yeah.
We never. Let me get comfortable.
Well,
Okay,
it looks
so-
wildly uncomfortable.
No, I have my knee in the shot. It's fine. So let's talk good and bad.
Okay.
Okay. Number one that I
Hat.
didn't like.
Hat was great.
That was great.
That was
set you guys
super
off
good.
kilter.
Yeah.
That set you guys off kilter.
Did
One thing I
did the
didn't
hat
like-
come first where you found the hat and you were like, this will be great for a Daniel Day-Lewis Munch Squad
No.
character?
The hat was the last minute. I bought another hat that would be better, but I couldn't wait a whole week to get the hat.
Well, no, when you have the
jeez.
fully formed character of Daniel Day-Lewis at your fingertips,
Yeah.
you can't sit on that.
Okay, let's talk just to continue. Things I didn't like.
Okay.
One, calling attention to the voice starting to sound like other people you're familiar with. When you know I didn't have a Daniel Day-Lewis impression to
Yeah.
begin
That
with.
you- and you
that
did-
was
but you
challenging.
couldn't wait a week.
That's
to
what I'm- you
practice
didn't
it.
have
I
the
get it.
impression.
It wasn't an
or the
impression.
hat.
It's not an impression. It's like a
Embodiment.
It is an impression. It's not a duplicate, right? It just
Yeah.
gives you the sense of Daniel Day-Lewis.
Okay.
On
So-
Saturday, to go back to the SNL, well, they don't usually on Saturday Night Live sketches have somebody kick in the door to the middle of the sketch and be like, "All right, Jimmy Fallon, what was Ricky Martin's uncle's name?" You know what I mean?
Okay, so you've gotten to the quizzing. Yeah, that was another thing we were going to bring up that made it hard to sustain the bit is when you guys started quizzing about Daniel
Now,
Day-Lewis.
but if I can give some feedback, J-Man.
This would be
I would
great.
love that.
This is a two-way
yeah, I
street.
would love that.
I didn't-
Have you guys, wait, before you do that, though, do you feel like you've owned your failures?
No, because I
some
think-
of my failures.
I think that maybe there was a bit of a snowballing effect
Yeah.
because once Daniel Day-Lewis introduced the concept of my mortality, it really set me in, I would say, a very defensive position. Now, Justin's
hey,
getting
Juice?
a suntan on his perineum.
I'm just trying to relax.
Juice, I thought honestly, bud, I wouldn't challenge you like that if I didn't think you couldn't walk through the fire. You know what I mean?
Challenge you what on the name of his dad?
Yeah.
You asking the name of his father?
You would forgive me for thinking that if you brought a Daniel Day-Lewis character to the show, you
with
would
no
not
voice
do
and
a
no
deep-
hat, that the very
He
least
had a
you've done.
voice. It just it kind of all over the place because I feel like that's how he sounds.
Yeah, definitely. I thought that bit worked.
I did. Here's what's going to blow your guys' mind. I did no research.
Huh.
I didn't.
So if I may, Justin, and I don't mean to dive too deep, but it
Interviews
sounds
with
like
him make me feel uncomfortable. Interviews with really, really talented people make me feel uncomfortable.
For sure.
So I didn't want to watch any interviews with Daniel
it
Day-Lewis.
seems like you
I don't
could
need to
not
see
wait
Mario
a week.
Lopez shoving a microphone into his face and being like, "What's your favorite cereal?" I don't need that.
Right.
So you thought of the name Daniel Day-Lewis and said, "Oh, I can't wait a week for this."
No, it's the idea of Daniel Day-Lewis.
Listen,
Fucking hell.
for the lack
It's the idea of Daniel Day-Lewis.
for the extreme lack of preparation that went into that, Justin, I would say that you actually did a pretty good job.
Yeah, 8 out of 10.
Yeah, for
I
real.
fell asleep last night thinking about Daniel Day-Lewis describing Yoo-Hoo as chocolate drinking custard. And it made me laugh last night. But I was,
It's funny now.
This is
it
good.
is funny. I don't see why you guys didn't laugh at that. It was so funny.
Because you had introduced the idea not as him just referring to it as chocolate drinking custard, but rather that Justin had prepared it for him.
I think what you guys are thrown by is the fact that I didn't have a bottle of Yoo-Hoo.
Yeah,
on hand.
Justin.
Yeah,
Couldn't
or
wait
a
a week.
hat, or an
Couldn't wait a week.
impression.
You couldn't go out and get one this morning. Couldn't wait a week to
Why
get a
would
bottle
I
of
do
you.
that? Why would I ever do that?
Just because you're a comedy professional who's been in the business
It's
for
a
13 years.
podcast. It's a podcast.
But they-
why would I have that?
they
I
record-
want to start challenging you guys every time you say anything. It's gonna be like, but do you have it in your hands? If you gotta have it in your hands.
I roll up with lots of research about the Cowboys, the Code of the West, Boys of Moo Mesa.
Yeah.
So, don't come at me for not being prepared.
And most weeks I get a WikiHow. Not this one. I didn't do one this one, but
That's
most of
the
the
other
time.
thing that we don't want to talk about here is that we got through the first half faster than we should have
Yeah.
because Griffin didn't do any work.
Should we
Yeah.
do another
So-
question?
No, we don't have to do other questions. We can troubleshoot this all day long.
Yeah, we recorded a little bit earlier than usual today, and I
even
forgot
show you
until
guys
the
the-
last minute. I did it for.
I didn't even show you guys the image of it, and I'm not sure you deserve it, but I'm still going to share it.
I
with
can't
you.
wait to see what a flat macaroni plane sort of looks like. Oh, that's the pillow.
Oh.
They didn't include a picture of the burger. They have taste.
That
Yeah,
woman's
I'm-
married to that pillow.
I sleep with a body pillow to properly orient my kneecaps and elbows. And this just seems like a normal old body pillow that somebody's kind of curved around him a little bit.
Yeah,
I would
I mean,
fuck with
if-
this in a big way, actually.
If you had asked me before you showed me the picture, I would have described it as different from this, but I can't quite pin down how it would have been different, but
Yeah,
it would not have
right.
been this. Do you think it's macaroni scented? Because that would set it apart. I'm not in a
They
good way,
definitely
mind
would've.
you.
Yeah, they would have bragged about that for sure, I think.
I was hoping it would be an actual tube
Yeah.
that I could climb inside of and become a macaroni boy every night when I go to sleep.
And kind of wiggle around in, yeah.
Yeah.